God, it wasn't that hot out. Holy cow. So call upon Joe if you need him and get that thing tuned up. The live stream is also brought to you by Blue Frost IT. You can reach out to the managed IT service provider for the Eric Zane Show podcast for anything you need IT. They come to you. Back in the old days, you have to unhook everything and then take it to them. It was a real pain. Oh, my gosh. Blue Frost IT, online at bluefrostit.com. Whatever you need, let's say you're a company that's moving, okay? You're going to a new location. Well, you're going to have IT needs, and you're going to need to restart everything all over. Do a whole makeover of everything with Blue Frost IT. The best thing to do is have them at your beck and call on a monthly basis. You basically give them a fee every month, and they are your boots-on-the-ground IT team. Finally, small and medium-sized businesses have IT departments. That is awesome. There you go. You can call them at 616-200-8550. All right. It is Wednesday, July 1st. We are into the month of July 2020 from the Metalworks Body Shop Fear Bunker Studio.
Serious question.
Help with the fucking jam. I need help with the fucking jam.
Let the Eric Zane Show podcast begin.
And now, here's a guy who has never won a congeniality award at any radio station anywhere.
I will fight you in the streets.
It's the Eric Zane Show Podcast with your host, Eric Zane.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. A rant-filled, expletive-infused daily show covering news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. And every single day I am loaded with all of those things. What's going on? I'm wearing a really tight t-shirt right now, and I feel like I'm ripped, but I'm not. I'm fat. Kenny got me this back in the day. The show is powered by you, the audience. It's powered by the sponsors. It is truly listener-supported podcasting right here. This person anonymously. I'm glad I said that first because I would reveal the person. Person just sent an email. It is a man. That's as far as I'll go. Hey, Zane, if you use this, please do not use my name. I figure I'd just go right to it because the first line is burning on my brain because you know me. It's a what would you do? I'm loving the podcast, Zane. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. This is going to make me feel good. Next line. It's a fucked up train wreck, but I wouldn't want it any other way from you. Well, really? That actually kind of hurts. I'm not. Shit. I guess so. I guess it is. I guess it always will be. Well, anyway, he likes it. Yeah, I'll take it. He writes, I'm having an issue with a stray cat at my house. This morning, I had to pick up garbage that was strewn all over my lawn for the second time in a week. I was able to see this time that it was, in fact, the stray cat who did it. This cat has also ripped out every screen and every window of my house and has gotten in my house 3 times to fight my cats. I gotta write down thoughts as to how I'm going to respond to this. I am sick of the destruction, and I am going to do something about it. Ideally, I want to get a live trap, catch it, and bring it to a shelter. However, times are tough, and I'm not sure if I can afford a trap. Wait, how expensive are they? First of all, so the windows are okay. He keeps the windows open. I don't know. I guess doesn't have AC or maybe doesn't use it. Okay. Animal control told me they can't come out to deal with this. If I can't afford a trap, hold on a second here. I need to check with the staff to find out how much a trap is. Trap for a cat cost. Dude, they're like $50. Well, this one is $25. 2-door animal trap, non-lethal. You got bigger problems if you can't afford it. This one's $9 at Dick's. Come on. If you can afford internet to send me a fucking email, you can buy a trap, dickhead. The fuck is wrong with you? The reason why I'm being so harsh with them is because, well, I haven't read I know what he's going to get to here in the email. If I can't afford a trap, I might have to shoot the cat. You're not going to shoot the cat, dummy. What type of neighborhood do you live in where you would just tromp around like fucking Elmer Fudd and shoot the cat, you stupid ass? You're not going to shoot the cat. You are going to go get a trap, dum-dum. Here's my big problem, though. I think you got bigger problems than this, sir. My neighbors 2 doors down feed the cat and hang out with it sometimes. Well, I've done that. They have kind of taken it in as an outdoor cat. I've talked to them, and they say there's nothing they can do to contain the cat. That's true. And it can't go in their house because it's like 98% feral. Yes, that's true. You don't want that type of cat in your home. Do I trap it and take it to a shelter? Well, since you added that the neighbor has it and treats it well, no, because they care about it. No, hey, good news. You don't have to spend money on a trap. If you trap that cat and take it out, them like that. Do I racking up property damage to keep peace with the neighbors? What would you do? All right. I don't exactly know what you should do about your screens getting destroyed and this crazy ass cat getting into your house. I am not sure about that. But okay, out of all of those options, the one thing that is out is shooting the cat to put up with the property damage. But, yeah, maybe, I guess, if you bring it up with the neighbors and say, look, I need that cat gone. And do you have a problem with me trapping it and trying to take it to, like, a no-kill shelter? That's it. And if they say, yeah, we understand. But, man, you're right. This is tough. You are kind of a hillbilly. But this show needs those hillbillies like you. So if anybody has any suggestions, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. I would love to hear what you think on the train wreck. You can't call this show a train wreck. You know how much time I put in this fucking show? I got half a mind to trap you. I'm the only person in the world who can get an email that is a compliment from someone who loves it, and then I get pissed off about it. See what you did? Got it. I'm going to put you in a trap. All right. Anyway, I wanted to get to that right away. It's burning on my brain. We've got a lot of material to cover on the show. Dear Meathead happens in 45 minutes. I need questions. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. I go. One from Tom, one from Mark in New Orleans, who's written in before. If you have a question, maybe I could ask him that question about what to do with the cat. But by all means, reach out. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. In the subject line, make sure you put Meathead or Dear Meathead. All right? Dear Meathead is brought to you by JM Synthetics, online at jmsynthetics.com. Before I get to the rundown of what I got coming up in the show today, I wanted to show this off. This is my latest show and tell. I did it on a Facebook video yesterday, but for the podcast. Look at this amazing water bottle. It looks like it's got enough ads on it. It makes a NASCAR vehicle look plain. You've got my logo on it, and then the logos of pretty much every sponsor that I have. Some aren't even sponsors anymore. Zaniac Tim did this. He's to pass the time. He got in the. This is his new thing, making these freaking bottles, and they look fantastic. Thank you. And I need this too. I just got one from Jim for Father's Day. Sometimes that goes in the wash. Now I got two. And I need it, man. So many times I've done this show without a drink of water. And then by the time I get done, my mouth is like the Mojave Desert. All right, very cool. Thank you. Thank you to Tim. I'm going to introduce you to the world's toughest sixth grader. Adam sent this along, and this video is actually a handful of months old, but it's still worth spotlighting because I cannot believe this kid. It's kind of a you have to see it. I'll be able to link up the video for you. An Amazon driver pulls an Inetta the Mood Seta. Remember her? She was the radio person who, I quit this bitch. She quit on the air. The Amazon driver quit, all right in the middle of the job. And, boy, this is really rough. Wait till you hear what this idiot did. What do foreigners love most about America? That's an interesting list. A bear in Wisconsin got himself in some trouble and had to be saved by some of the locals. All right. The fate of a statue right where we live has been revealed. This is the one with the next to the Union soldier back to back, and at the feet of the two soldiers there is a young black boy, and he's like a freed slave. It's finally been determined. This thing is the story's kind of whimpering to a halt, but I almost have been beaten into submission by all the statue and race talk and COVID talk that I even hate talking about this. But I have covered it, so I have to run this ground ball out. Now this is something more my liking. The latest Mars rover is set to take off on the tip of a rocket. Oh my gosh. Now, it's not going to be for several weeks till this thing does launch, but wait until you hear what this thing can do and what it cost. And they have to get this thing launched by, I believe it's early August, or they got to shelve it for extended time because of a reason. I'll explain all this. That is all coming up on this podcast. Again, reach out, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. If you have any questions on the show, or even Dear Meathead, make sure subject line, Dear Meathead. That will be great. All right. Man, I'm having a bit of a problem. My whole body is systemically itching. And I talked about this last week, and this is really rough because at first it was just like my crotch. I talked about it extensively, that my actual berries and twig had, I don't know what the deal was. So I'm like, oh, people are giving me all these remedies, and this is what the problem is. And I don't think it was, people it's jock itch, but I don't, it's spreading now. And I'm having a hard time dealing with this. And it's what was on my crotch isn't so much anymore, but it's all over my legs and my arms and my chest and my back, and you can't really see it right now. But if I start to actually scratch them, they get really swollen, and it looks terrible. It's like I'm busting out in something. I don't know if this is a new symptom of coronavirus or what, but it is, oh boy. Some of these, I've been scratching them so much that I've broken the skin, kind of like when you scratch a mosquito bite too damn much, you kind of rip off the top layer. Oh, last night took a Benadryl, which I think it messed me up, and it's supposed to make you drowsy, but I think it kept me up, and this is terrible. I have no idea what the hell is going on. All I know is I'm starting to like do the math in my head. What happened to me? What is wrong with me? And I've been eating a lot of nuts, and maybe I'm alert. Maybe I have a nut allergy or something like that. I'm not sure. Trying to solve this problem on my own, but it's not going away. And oh my God, thank God I'm not having a problem right now, because you'd be sitting here looking at me on this video, and I'd be like fidgeting all over and touching my crotch because my crank still does itch. There's actual like itchy type of bumps on my actual root, and it's really a nightmare. Holy crap, I cannot figure out what the hell is going on here. In fact, I got to bring in the Queen of the Forest to ask her thoughts on this. And I need a favor from the Queen of the Forest as well, if I could get her to pick up, because I need Benny the One-Eyed Wonder Dog in here. Because Benny, as you know, is sponsored. So I got to bring him in here. And Diana is brought to you, of course, by Baldwin Ace Hardware, who apparently is not going to pick up for us and leave me hanging. That's too bad. So, yeah, Benny needs to find his way in here. I'll check back with her in a little bit. I have an update on the kidney. I had a lot of conversations yesterday. And if you don't know, Diane and I are running out the owners of kidney tissue, of actual taking a kidney out of our bodies and donating them. The guy that we are working with is a dude I went to high school with, and I've struck up this relationship with him. He's got all sorts of problems. And one of them is his kidneys are shot. He's got stage 5 kidney failure. I've actually said his name a few times. I don't mean to, because I haven't asked him if I can say it. It doesn't, I mean, you don't know him, but I just want to, I don't want to, it's easier to just say his name. So maybe I made a mistake and said it a few times on the show, so some of you are aware. But so I'm trying to donate a kidney to this guy, and a lot of you, and even my dad, is like, oh my gosh, I don't want you to do that. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I really feel a calling in doing this, and it's something I really want to do. And so after getting our blood tested, I told you the story about how they called me up and they said, hey, where's the third vial? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, there was a third vial. You only sent us 2. And I'm like, no, I sent you 3. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing over there. This is at UCLA in California. And they go, well, okay. Well, nevertheless, what we did look at for the blood that you sent us, if you say you are a certain blood type, then you will match with Jeffrey. And your blood, I mean, even though Diana is a universal donor, you have 6 of the 12 markers in compatibility. So likely you are the same blood type as him, but we need to actually get that blood draw to determine officially. So we're going to have you do that one again. Diana she only matches what they describe as 3 markers. So we are going to try, if this goes the way we think it is going to go, when you get your blood taken again, Eric, you will be the one that we try to explore more thoroughly than Diana. And if yours fails, then we'll look to her for plan B, okay? Yes, I agree. Sounds good. Okay, so what next? Well, now they're sending me another test. And I have to do 2 things. I have to get my blood drawn again, no big deal. And I have to do a 24-hour urine collection test. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, you got to pee in a cup and, like, produce as much urine as you can. And you, like, dump it in a thing, and then you mail us this big yellow jug. And we need it to determine certain things, various testing you need done. And I'm like, all right, sounds good to me. All right, so I have to do a 24-hour urine test. That's coming up. And I have to go to California. And I think it looks like the week of August 10th. That is a Monday. And I got to stay there the whole week, getting tested, poked, prodded, a stress test because I'm over 50. Well, technically, I'll be 50 in 6 days. And then I have to meet with these psychological people to determine if my brain is okay. And I have to meet with the doctors. It's all like a very vigorous process. And so, yeah, this is going to happen. And so August 10th is a Monday through the 14th. I will be in California. I'm not really sure how I'm going to work the podcast then. I will publish something from there. I just don't know exactly the setup of what it will be. It's kind of exciting. I like this whole adventure. The idea of having a kidney removed sometimes does stress me out a little bit, but then I kind of get back to, look, man, you really felt this urge to help. Don't listen to any negativity in your brain. It's your own brain. It's a devil. Forward with the latest step of kidney donation. Damn it, I got to reach out to that young lady who donated that kidney to the dude from American Idol. Or was it America's Got Talent? I don't know. I'm always so screwed up as to what I plan to do and what I actually do. It's ridiculous. So that is all on the agenda, on the tip top of my mind, and that is the open of the Eric Zane Show podcast. Before I need to know this, first of all, I've got Instagram Instant Trivia happening tonight at 7 p.m. Chance for you to win a $10 prize from my two sponsors. They are Baldwin Ace Hardware and Little Debbie, distributed by MB Distributing Incorporated. Okay? I'll give away two $10 prizes, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You must follow me on Instagram to do this. Go to Eric Zane Show on Instagram and follow it. And then when I go live, Instagram Live at 7 p.m., I will invite people in to participate. And I want to say this. If you see me inviting you and you don't want to play, quickly, dismiss it, because I hate waiting. And if you do want to play, be ready. And if I invite you, accept it, because I'm standing there half the time with my thumb up my ass, and it's really awkward. So if you could, please be ready if I call upon you to ask you the question. That would be cool. Hang on. Got to open up my new water bottle that Tim sent along. People are like, is saying you got booze in there? No. And I promised Jericho and Larry that I would sell these hats, because we bought these hats, the embroidered hats, to be sold. We hadn't sold any of them. So we're now selling them for a lot less than what they were. They were going for like $33. We wanted to make a little bit. We didn't make shit. So now we're selling them just for what they cost. Nobody's making a dime, damn it. I don't know, back to the drawing board on that deal. So I promised the boys I would get rid of the hats, so buy these hats. Oh, hey, I need them. How did you know? Oh, my God. That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, close the door, and then I'll well, hold on. No, I need you to close the door, and then, could you slide that couch over for me? That would be awesome. Hello, Benny. And then you got to have them come up on here. You can come over more, please. Thank you. You might have to get him. He's super. Benny's in here. Benny is brought to you by A&D Cleaning. Was it Dean who reached out to you? Oh, that's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Benny the One-Eyed Wonder Dog is in here. Thank you, Diana. We love you very much. There she goes, the Queen of the Forest. Hey, one more thing. I'm going to call you in a second. This is what that dude meant when he said that it's a total train wreck. Come on up. Come on. That's my boy. Look, you got your baby here. Benny's in the house. And brought to you by A&D Cleaning. Call up Amy Porter. You can get to their Facebook page by going to ericzaneshow.com. Click on the A&D Cleaning logo. It looks like this right here. This one. You can't see it. What the hell is wrong with me? All right. Okay. So buy a damn hat and welcome to Benny. Again, looks like somebody just hit him. Dog is so babied. And this did a cameo yesterday. You can get one too. Book me at cameo.com/Eric Zane. Terrytown RV for motorhomes, campers, fifth wheels, travel trailers, you name it. TerrytownRV.com on Division between 68th and 76th Street in beautiful Grand Rapids, Michigan. You can call them at 616-236-2754. All right? Metalworks Body Shop. If you crack up the camper, take it to them to have it fixed. I cannot wait to hear about the taking care of the new truck or the old truck, my dad's truck. Those guys are going to fix it for me. Thank you. Oh, I'm paying them for it. Metalworks Body Shop. If you crack up a travel trailer, fifth wheel, motorhome, whatever it is, they can fix it. They got the biggest spray booth in all of Michigan. They are awesome. They're in Coopersville, Michigan. You can get more information about Metalworks Body Shop when you click on their logo at ericzaneshow.com. It'll take you right to their Facebook page, or just go to their website, metalworksbodyshop.com. All right. Okay. Hey, it's me.
Hi.
Hey, where were you earlier when I called you? What were you doing?
I was either making my coffee or feeding the dog.
Does the phone, did it let you know that I called you?
Yeah.
And then you tried, and then I missed it, and then here we are.
Right.
Okay. So what do you think is going on with this systemic body itching? It started with my twig and berries, and now it's everywhere.
It is? I know it's on your leg.
Right.
Has it spread even more?
Oh, yeah. It's on my back, my chest, my arms, my face.
I think you should go to the doctor. Maybe you got into something that you shouldn't have.
You mean like a dog does?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know.
Maybe you accidentally came into contact with either A, something you're allergic to, or B, like poison ivy.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's poison ivy, because where did we?
We haven't really been anywhere.
We went to that park 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that wouldn't be it.
What about like a nut allergy? I've been eating a lot of nuts. Do you think I have a nut allergy?
No, because usually food allergies don't cause a rash. It causes breathing issues.
All right.
So I don't know.
Okay. Well,
you've had this before, though.
I know I have.
And you've gone to the doctor, and they give you a special cream to rub on your.
Yeah, I know it. I was heating up the German war helmet with that stuff.
And I think it might be.
Did it just dawn on you what I said?
Yeah. Maybe didn't he say it was like poison oak or something, or some kind of, what do you call it? Inner.
What?
Like some kind of.
I don't know. It's whenever you start to lose control of your words like this, it's always hilarious, though.
It's something from inside.
You mean internal?
What do you call it? Yeah.
Is that what the word you're looking for?
That's it.
It's not that hard of a word.
I said inner.
All right.
It's still early. I just got up not too long ago.
All right.
I went to go look. I went to take the dogs outside, and then I was going to go for a walk, but it's already too hot.
I know it. It is bad. It is bad.
It is
I know it.
sticky out.
Oh, hell. Man, I don't know. All right. Thank you.
Is that all you need?
Yeah, that's all I need.
All right, bye.
Okay, that's it. Get it. Word on the street is the live feeds are acting nutty. Nothing I can do about that. I have done so much to try to alleviate this problem, and it might be back to the drawing board. I have actually paid more for more upload speed, for faster upload speeds. That is hit or miss at best. I have one source saying you need a mesh router, I think it's what it's called. And then another source saying that a mesh router has nothing to do, the exact opposite, saying that won't help at all. So, basically, I have conflicting reports as to what to do to try to alleviate this issue. Jason writes this. Jason, by the way, was in an amazing game of Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer trivia yesterday. It was just awesome. Holy crap. If you are on Patreon, this was a slugfest between Dale and Jason. And it was just amazingly great. I don't want to spoil it, but I want you to check it out. If you are on Patreon, if you maybe have been missing some, if you want to sign up for Patreon, you can go back and get it. It is great. Jason writes, thanks again for the trivia opportunity. It was a lot of fun. As for the feral cat, have that guy, if he's local, call any number of the local rescue organizations. Carol's Ferals is one. The neighbors feeding it don't own it, so they have no say if dude live traps it and relocates it. It's a nuisance. Yeah, I think that's ultimately what's going to happen there. Don't forget questions for Dear Meathead, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. That would be awesome. All right. So the statue is staying up, apparently. For now. Close to where we live, this statue has been a big deal. Soldier, the Union soldier, the black at their feet, who's holding like a tablet that says "Freedom for Slaves" or something like that. The kid is a representative of slavery, and then I get it. It's not like saying slavery is great or anything like that. That statue is a depiction of the Civil War. I just don't see why it has to be there. I take it back. I'm torn. When I was more emotionally involved in the story and reactionary, I saw it less. But as time has passed, I'm like, yes, it's weird, but what do? Don't have any representation for the Civil War? Do you just have a Union representative there? Do you have a depiction of just what's if it wasn't people, if it was just a display of that was like a placard that said Civil War 1861 to 1865, I think it was. That might suffice, but the way that the artwork can be interpreted as the statue with the people, people are stupid these days, and everybody is all wound up about all this shit, so it's quite incendiary. But you can't really put the toothpaste back into the tube, because even if they do what I just suggested, they would still be removing the old statue, and that is, it's just like, fuck. I don't know. This is a world I don't want to be in. I don't know. I don't have an answer, frankly. I did have an answer before when I would just say rip it down, but now it's like, you see, time passes. I settle down, and then I'm like, I kind of see more of one side or less of the other or this and that, and my God, here you go.
In the Allendale Township Board, as they have ruled now that a Confederate monument in the community park will remain in place. It was a vote that garnered both cheers and jeers, and tonight, those against the statue say it's not over. News 8's Leon Hendricks is live tonight in Allendale with a look at this meeting. Leon?
Brian, good evening to you. That board meeting broke up a little over an hour.
Did Brian Sterling just call him Liam? Is that what he said?
In Allendale with a look at this meeting. It's Leon Hendricks is live tonight in Allendale with a look at this meeting. Leon?
No, I said Leon.
Brian, good evening to you. That board meeting broke up a little over an hour ago, and they decided that they would convene a committee together to decide not only the future of this monument, but of this entire Garden of Honor. But for now, the statue stays put. It's an issue so hot, the board took it up outside, allowing the large crowd to take part in the meeting. There were indeed passions.
Comments seem to be heavily focused on offending the artist. Not once did anyone mention how this statue could affect
representing each slave. Some say it tells the story of history.
The statue was done with all good intentions.
Others.
That I believe. I really do believe that it was done with good intentions. I think whoever did the statue wasn't like, hey, let's go. Let's try to piss some people off. I mean, if you think about it, it's the two military guys, Union, Confederate, are back to back. They are not on the same page. That's what that is to represent. And they're fighting over the representation of is what has been described as the Civil War. And the kid has a thing that says freedom for slaves or whatever. I mean, I get it. I really do.
Say a Confederate soldier has no place in the part of the park known as the Garden of Honor.
Racist and oppressive.
Unlike the last meeting that took up the issue, this time black members of the community addressed the board.
Ask that you would really follow the example of Jesus Christ and put people that don't look like you or might not have the same skill set as you all, that you would put them before you and you would really represent the people tonight.
Well, I bet you they're hating that they had that meeting outside now with the wind blowing in on the mic for every time someone talks.
Do I want the statue down?
All right, this is the lady, elderly black woman. This is what
Look like you or might not have the same skill set as you all, that you would put them before you and you would really represent the people tonight.
Do I want the statue down? No. It has not harmed us, and it's hurting the people that's coming here to cause trouble.
All right, so you have black lady weighing in. Does her input as a black woman have more than anyone else? Okay? What do you think about that? Because if I'm on the board and I hear elderly black woman say, I don't want the statue down, it's not hurting anything. I would just say, well, yeah, I'd love to take it up with you, but this black lady said it's got to stay up, so you're going to have to talk to her, and everyone's going to go, oh, shit. When I was ranting and raving about the Aunt Jemima thing, and everybody was like, oh, you dumbass. Aunt Jemima's own family said that that they want it up. How the fuck can you can't like white-splain it to these people, you stupid dummy. Zane, what the hell's wrong with you? I mean, I get it. And that's the thing. My opinion on these things, it changes quite a bit. When I'm wound up and agitated and it one set of things flying out of me, and I'm not saying that I've completely flipped on it, but I do understand. I see it more from both perspectives. But it's so much more fun to sit there and just say stupid things and then come back, now I think this.
And before the decision was made, civil rights activist Mitch Kale, who spearheaded the effort to have the
I like this guy. This guy always makes sense. He wants the statue down.
Statue removed, saw as a threat.
Well, maybe not this comment.
You know, everybody on this board knows, I know, everybody here knows. It's not a matter of if that statue's coming down, it's when it's coming down.
In the end, it was the board's call, and after discussion, they decided that the statue should stay, at least for now. And clearly there are folks who are concerned about the potential that there could be vandalism or something of that nature. We've seen some kind of standing guard here, some of them armed, making sure that no vandalism takes place here. This committee that the township has vowed to put together, they say will be representative. It'll be a diverse group to decide the future of this monument and this entire display here in the park. We'll watch the process. Right now we're live in Allendale. Leon Hendricks, News 8.
All right, so that's it for now. Statue stays up. Wow. Your thoughts, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. If you have anything that, even if you hear it much later, you can go ahead and add your contributions to it. I might end up reading it back a little later on. And because it's real easy to say, all right, let's go back and talk about this and just read your email. Kevin writes this. Your network, Zane. Let's talk about that. So here's what you need to do. I'm going to suspect you have some network saturation issues given the fact that you're on wireless and don't have a wired network. All right, now, first of all, I will say this. The folks at Blue Frost are like, Zane, we gave you that setup that you're wired into. Yeah, I did some speed testing out between that and the other network. And, yeah, it's a little tricky without getting into the boring minutia. So, number one, you can go wired if you're able to find a way to get it to that location. The second option would be to get a dedicated wireless access point that you would be using, a.k.a. the kids and family don't use it. Everyone else stays on the regular access, but you are on the second access point. Well, maybe that's it. Let me actually, I'm going to shut off the Wi-Fi on the iPad. Maybe that'll help. I have no idea. Sorry about that. It makes me feel bad every damn time when I realize that sometimes it's like this show was put together with like string and cups. But all right. Video that I want you to see at ericzaneshow.com. When the show is over, I will post it at the In the News section of the website, and that's where you can find most of the things that I talk about. And it'll also be in the show notes of the audio podcast. All right? Put that in there. And that is this, damn it, this was high anxiety for me. Because as you know, the one thing I cannot stand is seeing any animal in distress. Well, anything living, for that matter, in distress. Fighting for survival. Oh my, anxious. The other day when I was running and those geese were trying to cross the street, and I was actually like yelling at cars to stop so that the geese could cross. I thought for sure one of them was going to get pillowcased. And I was like, oh no, my God. But this one, it's a family on a boat in the middle of a lake in Wisconsin, I believe. And it's like a fishing boat, and they noticed something in the water swimming, and they got a closer look, and it's a bear. And except it's a bear that's in distress. The damn bear, while rummaging for food, stuck his head into like a big tub that you might like get a load of pretzels from Costco. Like that. The bear has stuck, the young bear has stuck his head in there trying to get whatever was in it, and then he couldn't get his head out. I think that didn't that happen on Winnie the Pooh one time? Didn't Pooh Bear stick his head in the honey thing and then he couldn't get it off? So this bear, it's a clear container. So it's on his head, and he's like, oh, shit, I can't get this off. Fuck, let's go swimming. What? The bear jumps in the lake. So, a stupid bear, after getting the plastic tub on his head, decides has air, but, you know, it's not going to be long before that thing gets enough water in it where he's going to drown. What a horrible way to go. Think about all the other bears like, oh, yeah, can you imagine the time when old Roy, the dumb shit, got his head stuck in there. He drowned from the pretzel tub. Oh, my God. And he's swimming around. Okay, he's swimming fine, but he's got this stupid, it's kind of like a spaceman wandering around like on Mars. Which, by the way, I've been watching that film Ad Astra with Brad Pitt. Getting close. It takes me like days to watch a movie. Oh, man, I hope this thing doesn't suck at the end. There's like 20 minutes left, and I'm very concerned about this movie because it started out okay, and it's really started to drag. But anyway, I completely digress. The bear is swimming around. This family hits the gas in the motor, and they get up close to him, and the dude grabs the thing, and he couldn't get it off. And then he's like, I think I might be able to get it if I pull a little harder. And they circle around, and then they see it, and then they got to give it one more tug. That's all. This is how
We're out here
that. Get closer. You got to get up there closer. Turn that way a little bit. We got a bear here. Poor thing's got a tub on its head. Oh, he's getting scared. Oh, trying to figure out how we're going to get this tub off his head. Yeah, go a little faster, Brady. You got to get in front of him.
Almost got it.
Oh, Brady, slow down.
I have to do it.
I know. Oh.
Like thrashing. Gotta
It's
see
just
this.
a baby bear here.
Come here, big guy. Come on.
Circle
big
around,
guy.
Brady. Circle around quick. Brady, just get around him. Get back on the other side of him.
Good job. We just got to do it one more time.
Okay, so now the bear's trying to go the other direction.
Get up there. Get up there. Get up there.
She's like barking out orders.
This way. Slow down.
Slow down.
No, slow down.
Slow down. Slow down. Way down.
Imagine if he fell in the water and he ends up getting mauled by a bear with a Utz pretzel tub on its head.
Can't let him get on shore. We won't let him get it off.
Yeah, and we won't. Yeah, not only won't. Just don't want him crawling in here either. Once you get it off.
Keep coming.
Yep.
Ow!
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, go. We saved our little bear.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Oh, I was so
We're
happy.
happy.
I'm telling you, man, that was high anxiety.
This has been a night. Oh,
I
guys.
want to just make sure he makes
guys,
it
I
to
didn't-
shore. Yeah.
All right. You got to see that video. It's kind of going around. Everybody's talking about it. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Nick writes, the old lady ain't black. She ain't black. What are you talking about? She looked black to me. What video did you see? If you have any questions for Dear Meathead, send it along. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. I see Mitch has one. The Tarantula Farmer. We'll hear from him. And if you have any other questions, I'll be bringing Dad in momentarily for Dear Meathead. Send it along, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Okay, before Dad. The Patreon is up, ready to go. A little bit after we get done, I will have another for you. Truly listener-supported podcasting. More information at patreon.com/Eric Zane. Kent County Health Department reminds you to cough into your elbow, wear a mask, be socially distant. Now, I understand some of you are like, hell no. You know, do whatever you're comfortable with. I've heard some people say it helps very little. I heard some say it helps a lot, especially if two people are wearing a mask. I prefer to wear a mask if you could. And he is bored with us. 616-632-7200 for the Kent County Health Department. They have 4 access places to be able to get tested for COVID-19, which is just going like gangbusters in the South and the Southwest. Oh, my God. Very, very scary. 616-632-7100 for the Health Department. And if you want more info about the WIC program, call them at 616-632-7200. What is it, Benny? Man, he might have to take a dump. He is like standing by the door just wanting to leave. Look at him. Hey, sorry to bother you. Benny is just crawling out of his skin. He does not want to be here.
You got it?
No, he's standing at the door. He hates his life.
Okay, I'll come get him.
Yeah, you got to. I'll throw his baby by the door because he's got to be looking for it.
Also, I meant to mention to you when you called earlier.
Yeah.
You're out in the doghouse.
I am?
Yeah.
What now?
Well, you borrowed my iPad and you didn't charge it. And now it's dead.
Oh, good. Yeah. Is it still on?
Huh?
I
plugged it in.
So it's, yeah. Could you turn the Wi-Fi off of that? Because
No,
could you?
Why?
Well, either your phone or you're not using both at the same time. Can you take?
Well, sometimes I do that. I use them both
Yeah.
because on one phone I go through Facebook, and then on my iPad I play a game.
I understand. Can you possibly? How can you do both of those at the same time? I don't understand.
Well, it's feasible.
Well, do you think during the podcast you can get off of the Wi-Fi on one of those devices? Would that be okay? Because I'm trying to make a living here.
Yeah, I will take it off my iPad for now because it's not very charged because someone didn't charge it.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, come get the dog.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Pain in the ass. Benny's just standing there staring at the dog. Like it looks like the ending of the Blair Witch Project. 1% of you get that reference. No, actually, I think just maybe one of you get the reference to the ending of the Blair Witch Project. Did you like that movie? That movie scared the hell out of me. I know a lot of people said it sucked. That's an old school. Thank you. That movie scared the hell out of me. Talk about a psychological horror. Scary, scary film. Oh, I want to watch that again. All right. Where was I? Oh, the kings of DIY awesomeness in the Northland, Baldwin Ace Hardware. When you're going up north and you're passing through Baldwin, get your stuff there. Everybody's going to be going up north this weekend. 4th of July, make a stop at Baldwin Ace Hardware. They've been open throughout the pandemic, and, it's just been very tough on them, and I want to make sure that you engage all of the sponsors as best you can during these troubled times. You ever notice that in all the ads? Everything is during these troubled times, during these uncertain times. That seems to be like the go-to. Our sponsor before we bring Dad in at 989-560-7272. They clean sensitive data centers, sensitive environments, making sure that they are free of dust, debris, allergens. I guess the equipment isn't allergic to anything, but still, those particles can cause all sorts of trouble. Not to mention the ones with static electricity that are oddly charged. It can screw up data centers. Get an estimate and an idea of what it's going to cost you at greencleantechnologies.com. 989-560-7272. As we bring Dad in, he is brought to you by JM Synthetics, online at jmsynthetics.com. Dear Meathead time once again. If you have a question for Dad, send it along. Eric at ericzaneshow.com.
Good morning, Mr. Z.
Hi, Dad. How are you?
I'm well. And yourself?
Not bad. You are the original Mr. Z.
I'm the original what?
Mr. Z.
Oh,
that's what you that's what you called me. Yeah.
Eric, Eric, I have a question.
Yeah, what is it?
You got the special masks you wear? N95?
I do not have an N95, no.
Can your daughter get a couple?
I think so. Yeah.
We want a couple of those.
You want a couple of 5? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll let you know what's up off of the when we get done. I'll call you back. I think she actually has offered that, and I said no, because I didn't want someone else to not have one, But absolutely for your scenario.
Well, yeah, the hospital's got quite a bit of those.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I can get you a couple of those. I think.
Hey, I'm willing to pay for it. So
all right.
It's just, no questions asked.
Absolutely.
Because Joanne made it her own, as I'm concerned.
Well, yeah, and then Sarah sent some to you, too. My
Zeniac Sarah. She wears that when she's in a truck, or the car.
Yeah.
Truck. You got the truck. But we really need that because we don't go anywhere, but whatever we go to the store and all that, we'd like to have what,
Okay. I'll see what's up, Dad, and I'll let you know, okay?
If you can, I'd appreciate that. I need 2 of them.
All right. Now, let's talk about...
let's see what people got as a problem.
Sure. First of all, start with this, Dad. How are you doing since you let go of the truck, since you sold the truck to us?
I'm not doing very well, but I'm dealing with it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mental problems.
It's been upsetting you, right?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if this will.
I'm just missing it.
Yeah, I bet. Well, it's been on my mind, and I have I've made a decision. I'm really going to work hard to restore that to its original state.
Oh my God.
So, like all the things that time wear out on the truck, or maybe, because we have the rocker panels, all that rust. I've got a guy who's looking at it right now, and he's going to repair that.
Yeah, be careful you don't spend a lot of money on it, because it'll cost you quite a bit of money.
I don't care about that. I want it to be in tip-top shape. I want you to be able to see it again. You know what I mean?
I love you for doing that.
That's really important to me.
Thank you. It's important to me to see you do that.
Yeah.
And it's important